G'day, Rob Douglas here. Sometimes a chainsaw is seen as a tool of destruction, but local sculptor Darrel Radcliffe has put a different picture on the chainsaw. He's the brains behind Albany's Chainsaw Sculpture Park, and I'm going to have a chat to Darrel and see if we can find out what it is that makes the chainsaw something quite different in this place.
Well, this all started probably about 13 years ago. I'd seen it overseas on holiday, funny enough. It's quite big overseas. I think there's not much in WA because our wood is so hard, so it takes a long time to practice and to get through the wood. I'm always a shed person. I've always been building and making stuff. I was doing metal art for a little while, but that could take 3 months to do an eagle, so I ended up working out that you can use one of these and knock out an eagle in probably, 3 or 4 days. Yeah, you block out with the larger chainsaws and then you go down to a little carving bar, which is this one. You can see the point goes down to a very small little point, and with that you can just do little bit of wiggles and circles and get little feathers. So that's the carving bar I attach to a normal small chainsaw.
You and I, in our youth, we lived in Kalgoorlie, just a few houses away from each other.
That's right.
What brought you to Albany?
Yeah, well, I never really liked the heat of Kalgoorlie. As you know, that was pretty difficult, especially nowadays when there was no air conditioner, let alone or fan. So I had relatives down in Albany, and I used to come down and stay on the farms. So that was amazing. It was all green, forest. It was just beautiful. So yeah, we decided we wanted to settle and shift to Albany. Well, I think it's because it's a bit of a passion, because it's what I've decided to do for my hobby, and so I really I love creating new artwork for that. But it's also good for the town. I was actually born in Albany and left when I was 5. But it's good for the elderly, people that can't walk. There's a little sculpture drive which you putt around over about nearly a kilometre, and the old people's homes come out in their minibuses, and this sort of thing. So it gives you a bit of a sense of achievement and giving back to the community a little bit too. Well, actually, I'm trying to achieve a bit of a story, really. So it's got to be something going on. It just can't be a dead carving. So even if it's humour or a bit of spooky or surprise or scared or sad, there's got to be some form of emotion in the carving, and then it just creates more of a story. So just carving it out is fun, but I actually enjoy the final stages of the carving where you start giving the face expression, and that's where you start, it comes alive then. Well, see, it's the sense of achievement on, you're just starting with a base idea and you really have to let it flow left and right. It does its own thing a bit, and you don't really know where you're going to be in a couple of minutes time, because you're just sort of just carving away, and you'll just follow it where the shape wants to go. So you don't really know what you're going to end up with. So that's quite an enjoyable part of the carving, seeing the end result. It's bringing dead wood back to life, because you go and find old dead timber, and you carve something out of that which tells a story. So I guess it's a form of art in a way.
It certainly is art, and Darrel has brought that art to life in a unique way. His chainsaw has spoken, and we all benefit from what has emerged. Thanks, Darrel.